Hey guys, what's up? Good evening. How are you guys doing today? What a crazy evening, guys. Jesus. So, welcome back. I am streaming from Charlotte in North Carolina. How are you guys doing today? Where are you guys at? If I may ask, please let me know. So, per usual, I cannot either see or hear myself. Please let me know if you guys can hear me. Please. Let me see. There you go, Chicago. Hey, Scott, how are you? Is it too cold out there? Let me, hold on, guys. So we're live. Let me switch over these headphones. I heard you loud and clear. Awesome. So, sorry guys for the delay. I usually start my streams earlier, but today we had a bonanza of earnings with Meta, Amazon, Apple, and I was actually taking trades. I just took 2-day trades, guys, with Amazon after the earnings report came out. And I killed it, lucky enough. So someone is calling me from CVS Pharmacy, guys. Fuck this call. But I will call them back later on today. Okay. So Taiwan is in Columbia, South Carolina. We're kind of close, bro. Whenever you can drop by Charlotte, let me know. We can have a couple of beers and talk about stocks and technical analysis and stuff like that. Brooklyn, New York, Mark Span. Welcome, bro. I crossed the Meta call option. Strike price was $415. You're going to be making money tomorrow big time. I never gamble on earnings, guys, with options. That's not my style. I usually wait for the report, for any given earnings report to come out, and I take trades with the reaction of the algorithms. And take a look at what I did today, guys. Let me see. This was the second trade that I just closed. I ended up making over here $316. You guys can see here the return. And as soon as the report came out, the Amazon's report, which was a good report, by the way, I took this trade. Take a look. 75 shares. And I closed this trade in a matter of, 1 minute. I ended up making over here $200. I ended up making $500 after hours. Day trading Amazon after the report came out. I don't like gambling on earnings, okay, with options. But you're going to be selling those calls tomorrow, making a big profit, bro. So I mean, good job, Ben. Good job, bro. Cannot say anything else. You are in Naples, Florida. Cuban coffee if you come to Naples. Absolutely. Kika stocks. I am having a coffee here. So beautiful place, huh? Naples in Florida. Keto Case is in New York. A bunch of you guys are up north. So good, man. So guys, let me know what stocks you guys want me to go over. Keep in mind that tomorrow at 8:30 a.m. we have a big, huge macroeconomic data bullshit report coming out. The so-called non-farm payroll report, better known as the jobs report of January. This is going to be a big report tomorrow. You guys know that the markets are the markets want the Fed to cut rates as soon as possible. So that report comes out at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So when it comes to my pre-market, let's say, post, in which I let you guys know the most important areas of interest of the SPY, tomorrow my post is going to be, or my pre-market commentary is going to be posted later than usual. So at 8:30 a.m. we need to wait for the report to come out. Mrs. Market is going to do whatever she's going to do, going up or down. And at around 9 a.m., 9:15 a.m., I am going to be posting my pre-market commentary after, Mrs. Market shows us her reaction to the report. When it comes to these kind of macroeconomic reports, the most common reaction recently has been positive. So the markets are thinking about this so-called soft landing. And when we have either a CPI data report coming out or a jobs report coming out or even a Federal Open Market Committee happening, the markets at the end, guys, and also because of the fact that we are in a very clear uptrend, the markets end up seeing every single macroeconomic report in a positive way. They call out regardless of whatever any economic data report shows. So I'm thinking that tomorrow might not be the exception to the rule, but I mean, I don't have the crystal ball. So remember, my pre-market commentary is going to be posted tomorrow later than usual, okay? We wait for the report to come out, and then we make our trading decisions depending on the price action after 8:30 a.m., okay? All right, so what stocks? By the way, let me make a quick summary about what happened today. Green day across the board, guys. Very positive day. We saw a bit of choppiness and downwards pressure as soon as the trading session opened. However, the Russell 2000 went up today 1.39%. The Nasdaq went up 1.30%. The Dow Jones went up 0.97%. And the S&P 500 went up 1.25%. As you guys know, Meta, Amazon, and Apple already posted earnings. Apple dropped the ball. It was kind of predictable. But Meta posted a very decent report, and also Amazon. And I think that both positive reports of Amazon and Meta are going to make up for the negative report of Apple. So I'm thinking that at least until the jobs report comes out tomorrow at 8:30 a.m., we should be green across the board. And maybe that could change with the jobs report. We'll see what happens. Take a look at the breadth, guys, of today's trading session. Super, super healthy. Today we had 8,602 stocks going up and 3,000 or 3,500 stocks going down. Very positive day. And why did we have such a positive breadth today? Because of the Russell 2000, guys. Okay? It went up 1.39%. By the way, I didn't check on the sectors before going live for you guys. Let's see. Most of the 11 sectors that trade inside the S&P 500 went up today, led by consumer staples. This sector went up 2%. Consumer discretionary went up 1.92%. Utilities up 1.90%. These three sectors were the best three performing sectors in the S&P 500, and the laggards today were financials, which went up, by the way, 0.18%, and the only sector that closed in negative territory was energy, which went down. It pretty much closed flat, guys. It went down 0.01%. So that being said, let's go over some stocks. And remember, guys, I live stream for the people of my Patreon every day throughout the whole trading session. When I go live for you guys, at this time of the day, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, after having streamed nonstop for almost 7 hours, I'm super tired. So if you notice any mistakes here and there, I do apologize for that. By the way, put this down on a sticky note, guys. Next Thursday, Alpha and Chorus are going to be streaming along with me. So that stream should be longer than the streams that I usually do for you guys on Thursdays. So put that down on a sticky note. I think that the time that we agreed upon for that live stream is 4:30 p.m., I think. So Alpha, Chorus, and Alvaro, as you guys say, on 4:30 p.m. Okay, yeah, after hours next Thursday. That is gonna be fun. I'm gonna have fun with Alpha pumping penny stocks. Yeah, and I love Alpha. I love him, bro. But I mean, I don't trade penny stocks. I love the way that he talks about penny stocks. Alvaro. Okay. Let's go over some stocks, guys. Okay. Sofi. Sofi, my blowfi. What is going on with Sofi, my blowfi? Let me see. By the way, I got Sofi calls 2 days ago. But those were like March calls or April calls. I don't remember exactly as of now. I have an unrealized loss over there. And I'm hoping for Sofi to go higher. I mean, not hoping. I think that this stock is going to go higher, but I am keeping an eye on $7.20, guys. This level is critical. If Sofi happens to break $7.20 to the downside, I might be taking a loss over there. We'll see what happens. So Sofi went down today 1.28%, and it closed the trading session at $7.73. We saw a big pop after the earnings report came out. So Sofi went up to $9.49. And we have seen downwards pressure since 3 days ago, guys. And as of now, we have the convergence over here of very important moving averages, guys. And by the way, Sofi closed today's trading session below all the moving averages. So below the 5-day moving average, this white line that you guys can see over here, below the 100-day moving average, and below the 200-day moving average, and also below this pink line that you guys can see over here, the 20-day moving average. So this chart isn't looking good at all over here. So what would be a trade on Sofi over here, guys? For those who don't have any position open as of now on Sofi, keep an eye on this 5-day moving average, guys. In my opinion, and you guys already know that I have calls over here, and that as of now I have an unrealized loss. You need to wait until buyers show strength once again, because Sofi has been going down for 3 consecutive trading sessions in a row. So how can buyers show some strength over here? By bursting above, by recapturing this 5-day moving average above, or by bursting above $8.20. $8.20, by the way, happens to coincide with a previous support back from early January, and also with a previous resistance back from early December. This would be a very positive sign for Sofi. It recaptures $8.15. And if it happens to be able to consolidate slightly above $8.20, the next important gap to the upside could bring Sofi up to $8.80. $8.80 happens to be a previous resistance back from mid-October of last year. So if any of you guys were able to take this trade the way that I am describing it over here, from, say, starting a position at $8.25 and closing that position at $8.78, this could represent a 6% profit trade. So Sofi, put this down on a sticky note, guys. A no touch. Don't touch it, guys, below $8.20. And if this stock happens to recapture $8.20 and happens to be able to consolidate above that level, that's a very good sign for the bulls of Sofi. Let me take a look here, guys, at the market structure of Sofi. I didn't take a look at the market structure of Sofi today. And let me take a look at some AVWAPs, anchored value on weighted average price lines. Take a look at the market structure of Sofi, guys. On top of this chart, you guys can see the demand, buyers. And at the bottom, you guys can see the supply, or sellers. The demand is rising despite the fact that we have seen Sofi going down for 3 consecutive trading sessions, and the supply, or sellers, is going down. So we have the demand rising and the supply decreasing. This makes me believe that the bulls have a first shot over here at bursting above $8.20 and possibly being able as well to fill this gap up to $8.80. And if we take a look at some AVWAPs over here, guys, anchor volume weighted average price line. So let's see what we can see. Yeah, take a look at this, guys. So the longest AV web, this line that you guys can see over here, comes from none other than the all-time high of Sofi. This level of $28 was hit back in February of 2021. So take a look at the spot at which Sofi failed 3 days ago, right at this AV web, guys. Actually, the trade that I started with Sofi 3 days ago was with Sofi starting to consolidate slightly above this anchor volume weighted average price line that comes from the all-time high. But I remember exactly what happened. We had the JOLTS report coming out that was on Tuesday, and the JOLTS report came out harder than expected and stuff like that. And the algos started to sell out of yield-sensitive stocks such as Sofi. And that's the reason why Sofi has been going down. But I started this trade with Sofi consolidating above $9.20. And we have another AV web over here. Let me show you. This is an anchor volume weighted average price line that comes from the second to last earnings report of Sofi. And over here we have a price of, guess what, guys? $8.15. So definitely above the 5-day moving average, above $8.15, and at the same time above the AV web that comes from the second to last earnings report of Sofi. We could be thinking about starting a position in Sofi. You guys, I already have a position open, so I'm not going to do anything over here. So very important level, guys, for Sofi, $8.13. And if this trade happens to play out, and if you are a bit greedy, and if you want to let the trade run as much as, I don't know, 2 or 3 trading sessions, then maybe you guys could be exiting the trade right at this AV web that comes from the all-time high of Sofi, $9.20 approximately. So two very important levels for Sofi over there, according to these two AV webs. How about Affirm? I am from Cuba. Hey, bro. So you're from Cuba. There you go. I'm from Venezuela, bro. Awesome. Okay. What do we have over here? Our SVN. What did you expect from the opening after the data? I don't know, bro. I mean, when you guys, I don't know. I just told you guys, when it comes to macroeconomic data reports, I would say that during the last 3 months, the bulls have been making the most out of every single, piece of macroeconomic bullshit that comes out. So tomorrow might not be the exception to the rule. We'll see about that. So Affirm. Let me see. Affirm Holdings. What is going on over here? Take a look at what happened with Affirm, guys. I told you that Sofi started to pull back once the JOLTS report came out last Tuesday. The algos started to sell out of most of the yield-sensitive stocks, such as Sofi, I just said. Take a look at Affirm. It has been declining. It has been going down for 3 consecutive trading sessions. This was basically, guys, a reaction from the algorithms. So we can make the case that if tomorrow the jobs report happens to come out, in a favorable way relative to the bulls, then yield-sensitive stocks such as Affirm and Sofi could benefit from that situation. In the case of Affirm, it is a similar situation relative to Sofi. But in the case of Affirm, we can make the case that we can see over here an upward sloping 100-day moving average, upward sloping 200 DMA, but sellers have been gaining ground over here because they were able to break to the downside the 20-day moving average, this pink line that you guys can see over here, and also the 5-day near $41.47. So this is an easy one, guys. This is a no touch below the 20-day moving average, the 20 DMA, below $42.80. If tomorrow everything, goes higher because the bulls loved the jobs report of January. So keep an eye on Affirm. But maybe bursting above this 20-day moving average, $42.16. By the way, guys, let me ask you something. And most of you guys know this. What indicator you guys can use throughout any trading session to see what yields are doing? What indicator you have to monitor? Let's see. A mechanical question over here for you guys today. Because yeah, I am talking about yield sensitive stocks. Fair enough. But how do you know if yields are going either higher or lower? What indicator you guys can use? Bonds? Yeah. But there's a very specific indicator that works out perfectly for that purpose. What indicator is it? Ooh, sorry, guys. Ooh, what? Oh, man. I almost make a mess over here, guys. Okay, let me see. What about the 10-year Treasury yield, guys? TNX, ticker symbol. Can you guys see the ticker symbol over there? You guys cannot see it. Let me reduce the size of my image. Or let me just drop it. Let me see. There you go. Much better. So you guys can see the ticker symbols. TNX, guys. TNX. This is the 10-year Treasury yield. Keep an eye on this indicator, okay? If it is dropping, this is a good sign and for yield-sensitive stocks. We have had a very special situation lately, guys, with TNX going down and yield-sensitive stocks also going down because we have some sort of fear, in regard to a recession. But for the most part, stocks such as Sofi, Affirm, the financial sector, the real estate sector, all of those, let's say, market participants are, in the 90% of the cases, inversely correlated to the 10-year Treasury yield, TNX. So keep an eye on this indicator, and this indicator is going to be moving a lot, guys, tomorrow. After the jobs report comes out. Okay, so let's keep going. For the most part, Kiko, yeah, we have, and as I just said, guys, in the last two trading sessions, this correlation hasn't worked out as it usually does, because we have a very specific situation in the markets, and you guys know that we have a bank in New York that is about to go kaput, is about to go bankrupt, and the 10-year Treasury yield went down, signaling to the Fed that they might be potentially dropping rates or cutting rates sooner than they think. So that's the reason why I don't want to get into very, macro mechanic stuff, because that's not what I want to do during this live stream. But today, the 10-year Treasury yield went down 2.62% precisely because we had this fear of a bank possibly going under, a regional bank for that matter, and maybe, some sort of contagious effects over older banks. But for the most part, I would say 90% of the time, 95% of the time, stocks such as Sofi or Affirm or Upstart or any company, any stock of any stock of any company that doesn't make any money, that cannot make a profit as of now, that kind of stocks are usually inversely correlated to the 10-year Treasury yield. So that's the message that I wanted to get across over here. Okay, Triple Q, Tesla, Goldman Sachs. We have another request over here, but let me finish with Affirm. So Affirm, let me see. So, yeah, a no touch below the 5-day and the 20-day moving average, $42 approximately. And let me see if we can see anything meaningful when it comes to the market structure of a firm. Let me see, a firm, there you go. So, let me see. And the market structure, the market structure of a firm is looking very acceptable, guys. We have the demand rising, the supply is also rising, but it is pretty much at the same level of the demand. So we have some sort of tie over here between buyers and sellers. So yeah, this could be a stock that we could trade above $42 approximately to the upside. And when it comes to VWAPs, let me see if I can notice any meaningful VWAP over here on a firm. This is a technical indicator that I use a lot, guys. So let me see. Anchored volume weighted average price lines over here. So I have an VWAP that comes from the all-time high of a firm. This VWAP is signaling $28. So these market participants that started a position on a firm from its all-time high are already making money. That's a good sign. And if I draw an VWAP from the last earnings report of a firm, take a look, guys. Do you guys think that this is a coincidence? So this VWAP that I just displayed over here comes from the last earnings report of a firm. Take a look at the spot at which the stock of this company found support today, guys. Right at this VWAP that comes from the last earnings report that this company posted at $37. So I just told you guys that this stock is a no touch below the 20-day moving average, below the 20 and the 5-day moving average, near $43. However, if a firm opens the trading session tomorrow slightly above $37, and you guys can notice that a firm is consolidating above $37, this could be signaling that the bulls are gathering momentum slightly above a very important area of support, of potential support. I mean, it acted as support today, so it is an area of support until proven otherwise. So if that were the case, a firm consolidates above $37, the bulls could be gathering momentum in order to fill a gap from $37 up to the 20-day moving average. This would represent a 13% profit trade. How about that, huh? It is right in the VWAP. That's an anchored volume weighted average price line. That's not a VWAP, okay? The VWAP that you're talking about resets every 24 hours. So this is a VWAP, a volume weighted average price line that you can display from a specific date. There you go. Okay, let's go over Tesi, the former Magnificent Seven stock. Let me see. A former member of the Magnificent Seven, Tesi, a disaster. Went up today 0.84% and it closed the trading session at $188.86. So a very ugly looking chart, guys. I have been trying to play the bounce, but I am not a trader of downtrends, guys. So when I see these kind of very ugly technical charts broken from a technical standpoint, I struggle to start a position, guys. I hate downtrends. So not my cup of tea, definitely. What would be a trade over here in the case of Tesi? Let me see, what is the 5-day moving average? Sitting at $188. Okay, so here's the deal, guys. The 5-day moving average, which is actually downward sloping, it is starting to rise little by little. So Tesi opens the trading session tomorrow higher, which could be the case because, you know, the markets are feeling very bullish because Meta killed it and Amazon killed it and we're going to the moon and stuff like that. Okay. So if Tessie opens the trading session tomorrow above the 5-day moving average, which is going to be signaling $190. And more importantly, guys, take a look. If I can see Tessie above the 5-day moving average and at the same time consolidating above $192, take a look, $192 is a previous support back from late October of last year. I could start to think about buying this dip above $192. Okay, could be the case. Why not? From $192, guys, up to say $196, which is the place at which the bulls of Tesla failed at a few days ago. Say that we opened the position at 193 up to 196. This could be a 1.58% profit trade. If we grab calls, we're making money over there. Yeah. But be careful, guys. A very ugly looking chart. All of the moving averages are downward sloping. Be careful here, guys. Let me take a look at the market structure of Tessie. Let me see. Tessie. It looks like you stay away from zero DTE. Any reason why? Yeah, because most people that trade zero DTE end up losing money. Super easy, JC. Yeah, super easy. Why would I trade something that most people lose money with? Why would I trade it? Yeah. If you put a gun on my head and tell me, buy a zero DTE, or I would say should. Guys, I mean, that's a vehicle in order to lose money. I don't know, VAC, if you're starting out in this business, if you want to be a long-lasting participant in this business, stay away from zero DTE. That's my advice. And on top of that, guys, I am 45 years old. I don't have the stomach that you guys have. Maybe if I were 22 years old, I would be trading zero DTE. But I don't have the stomach in order to deal with that kind of contracts. So that's a trade that I feel super uncomfortable with. So I simply stay away from it. Okay. Tessie, take a look at this disaster, guys. Where are the Tesla's cheerleaders? I will tell you the answer. The Tesla's cheerleaders that used to, buy every dip of Tesla are now more interested in other stocks, guys, such as Nvidia, Super Microcomputer, Meta. So take a look at the imbalance between the demand and the supply of Tessie that we can notice over here. The demand, which is on top of this chart, collapsed. Take a look at this. The demand is represented by this blue shaded region, I would say, over here. There are no buyers, guys. Take a look at this. And take a look at the supply. The supply is rising and above average. The average is, or you can see the average on this chart represented by these dotted lines over here. There are no buyers, guys. This stock is dead. Dead. It died. Jesus Christ. So when I see this market structure, guys, I gotta be more careful. So maybe above $192, I would touch Tessie. And mind you, guys, I could change my mind when it comes to the trade. What happens if I see Tessie trying to burst above $192? And if the bulls are unable to take out this level, if the bulls are unable to consolidate above $192, guess what am I going to do? I am going to be grabbing puts over here. And mind you, guys, I just took a look at the earnings report of Apple. I think that over time, these two stocks, Tesla and Apple, are going to be decoupling from the so-called, Magnificent Seven. Because these two stocks don't have anything magnificent at all. Both. So we'll see. This is going to be a fun one. I had to step away for a minute. Did you go over this? Yeah, I'm doing it. I cannot get the AV weapon. We will, guys. You need to sign up on TradingView. You don't need to pay anything. You just need to, to type your email address, and you need to, set up a password and stuff like that. And when you sign up for the free version of TradingView, you get to display or to use up to 3 technical indicators. So go ahead and sign up for TradingView, okay? And I will post on my Discord channel 2 tutorials of brand Shannon, so you guys can know how to set up the AV web and the way that the AV web works, okay? Because Shannon was actually the creator of the anchored value weighted average price line. And guys, I am begging you, use the AV web. It is such a useful technical indicator. So go ahead and use it, okay? And once I'm done streaming, I am going to drop on my Discord channel the 2 tutorials about the AV web, okay? Sounds good? NVO, Novo Nordisk. Okay. So you guys, I don't know, like 3 weeks ago or a month ago, I don't remember exactly, you guys were asking me about, this was a call out from me, guys, if you remember. You guys were asking me about Eli Lilly, which is a monster of stock, right? And I told you, if you remember, like 3 weeks or 4 weeks ago, guys, instead of buying Lilly, go ahead and try to take trades with NVO, Novo Nordisk, because this stock is also a beneficiary from the weight loss mania. And if I remember correctly, okay, when I called out this stock, it was trading near $103. Take a look. Lo and behold, this stock has gone up 12% ever since I called it out. So, this is a very good looking chart. I actually listened to an interview of the CEO of Novo Nordisk. The guy sounded super optimistic about the company. Upward sloping 200-day moving average, upward sloping 100 DMA, upward sloping 5 DMA, upward sloping 20 DMA. I mean, this is a super bullish looking chart, but we have an issue here, guys. If NVO happens to burst above $116, it's the stock of this company is going to be entering into no man's land, a brand new all-time high. And when that happens, guys, we don't have any previous technical reference about this stock. So how high can it go, guys? If it bursts above $170, 120, 125, that's anyone's guess. So I wouldn't take the trade because of the fact that I don't have any previous technical reference over here. However, what about a pullback down to the, I would wait for 2 pullbacks over here, guys. The first one down to the 5-day moving average near $111.50. And what about some sort of further pullback down to a previous resistance at $109? I would be a buyer of NVO here. For sure. For sure. And on top of that, guys, the weight loss mania is real. So when you guys hear about AI, the only company, guys, that is actually making a ton of money out of AI is NVIDIA. For the most part, the other companies are just promising that they are going to be making a ton of money out of AI. But in the case of NVO and Eli Lilly, these companies are killing it thanks to these, drugs in order to lose weight. So we have a mania, which is the weight loss mania, that is being, as of now and so far, being backed up by revenue growth, profit growth. So I think that these 2 stocks, guys, both Lily and NVO have an appointment with higher prices, more likely than not, I would say. So give me 111 or give me 109, and I would be a happy deep buyer of NVO over here. Very good technical short, guys. Awesome. Let me see if the market structure of NVO confirms the very good technical chart that we can see over here. Yeah, take a look. The demand is stable on top of this chart, and the supply is trying to rise, and the supply or sellers, as of now, is a bit above the level of the demand. So we can expect a bit of profit taking, but this is an uptrend, guys. So what happens when a stock pulls back in an uptrend? The dip is very likely to end up being bought up. So 111, 109, and I am going all in NVO calls. There you go. I'm not going to show you guys any AV WAPs in the case of NVO because we don't have any buyers trapped over here. This stock just hit a brand new all-time high. There you go. So I'm not buying Tesla yet. I think it will drop again. Maybe after Elon loses his cat. Elon is a mess, guys. Elon is a super mess. And you can tell that I am wearing a Tesla t-shirt. Take a look. Yeah. I love the company, guys. I don't like the stock. I actually own, and I have told you on multiple occasions, guys, on my vehicle is a Tesla. I own a Model 3. I love my car, but I love it. But I like the company, but I can tell that the stock is a disaster. The stock is super overvalued. Okay, what other request do we have over here, guys? We are, let me see, 42 minutes in. Okay, let me know. Let's see. Mera crushed it. It did, for real. Yeah. Okay, guys. Do you have any other request? Dwac, how to play it? The quack Dwac. Be careful here, right? Oh, by the way, we have a big catalyst coming up for Dwac, which is the Republican pre-election in South Carolina. When is it taking place? Does any one of you know? Yeah, on news only. Correct. But the next important catalyst, guys, for Quack Dwac is the primary election in South Carolina next week. There you go. We have a big catalyst coming up for Quack Dwac, for the Quack Dwac. Las Vegas first. Oh. Yeah, because most analysts are stating that if Nikki Haley loses in South Carolina, that's it. Trump is going to be declared the Republican candidate. That's a big catalyst, guys. So, keep an eye on $42, guys. I don't know. What do you guys think? That Trump is going to be elected in South Carolina? We have a guy here from South Carolina. What do you think? Where's the dude from South Carolina? Taiwan. What do you think? Trump is winning in South Carolina. North Carolina will hold its primary election on March 5th, 2024. If we happen to have a primary election here. Because I haven't read him that if Trump wins in South Carolina, that's it. I'm thinking, guys, that if Trump wins in South Carolina, I don't know, and Dwac bursts above $42, what about filling this gap up to $58? So if you want to play this ticker, I wouldn't buy calls, obviously, because the implied volatility is too high. So you need a monster push to the upside in order to make any money here because of the IV. I would grab some shares. Maybe. 50 shares, I don't know, 100 shares. And if we happen to see some sort of buy the rumor, sell the news into the primary election in South Carolina, maybe Dwac can go up to, I don't know, $58 or something like that. Yeah. So Kiko made $4,600 on the stocks jump. Yeah, so that's the next important catalyst, guys. The primary election in South Carolina. Absolutely. That is the next catalyst. And mind you, guys, the technical chart, I shouldn't say this, but I gotta say this. The technical chart is looking like Dwac is about to break out from 42 bucks. So it is trading above the 5-day moving average. We have the 20-day upward sloping. And the Dwac is super above the 100 and the 200-day moving average. So if you have the guts in order to trade this ticker, wait for a breakout from 42 bucks. $42.30. Who knows? There you go. Okay, guys. Any other stock you guys want me to go over? Because we are, hold on. We are 45 minutes in. How about that, huh? It's been a long day for me, guys. Super long day for me. Okay. News only. Good. MBO. Let's see. Let me see. Okay. Well, guys, I guess that we can call it a live stream over here. So thank you very much for coming over. Keep in mind, remember, next Thursday, Alpha Trader, Curris, and Alvaro streaming for you guys for, I don't know, 2 hours, 3 hours, who knows? We're going to have a lot to talk about. So keep also in mind that tomorrow we have the jobs report coming out at 8:30 a.m. And my pre-market commentary is going to be posted later than usual at around 9:15 a.m. And that's it, guys. Thank you very much. Remember, if you guys want me to do me a favor, go to my YouTube channel. Because as of now, I am streaming exclusively for you guys. Once I'm done streaming, I am going to release this live stream openly on my YouTube channel. So the comments that you guys post over here don't transcend into the final video that I am going to be releasing on my YouTube channel. So if you guys don't mind going over there, dropping a comment and stuff like that. And well, let's call it a day, guys. See you guys on Discord. Thank you very much, okay? Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. And let's kill it tomorrow, guys. Thank you. Bye. Take care.